It's the spooky season. What are some bands that really dial in that Halloween vibe? Welcome into Forge Master Metal Reviews. I'm Ben Foe. I love talking about these bands. This is one of our favorite times of the year. Cradle of Filth. This band always comes to the front of my mind when I think of theatrical, gothic-inspired horror music. Albums like Midian, Cruelty and the Beast, and Dusk in Her Embrace, man, are all stunning records that really deserve to get some listens, especially around this time of the year. Check out one of these songs. Yeah, okay. Beautiful, haunting, unique, romantic. Dude, Cradle of Filth has it all in spades. One of my favorites for this time of year. Drone bands, they really make for great party music. Trust me. Fire up a Sun album at your next children's birthday party event and watch the energy just skyrocket. This is haunted house music. If I built a haunted house, it would be cramped, dimly lit, and have this track playing at unreasonably loud volumes. Yeah, see what I mean? It's grotesque, it's eerie, it's oppressive, perfect for honing in those moments when you want to make people, or yourself, feel a little uncomfortable. Typo, one of our absolute favorites here. If you can't already tell, I really urge you to check out Brandon's AI art lyrics video. That came out fucking awesome. Do I really need to explain why this is the perfect Halloween band? Just listen to this. Their tracks range from slow and melancholic to upbeat pop-punk riffers. You're bound to find something that speaks to you if you do enough digging in their albums. Great stuff. Another one of my favorites to spin around this time of year, Alice is still going at it, and I'd even give his supergroup Hollywood Vampires a nod here. Check out one of their songs. You ain't ready for the boogeyman. Alice has been executing himself for decades, bringing theatrical horror to the forefront of rock music. Look at the stuff he was doing in the 70s and 80s. It just transcends stuff we see now.
Convulsions and finally, death.
With a lamp so obscene, the virgins and the children he's dealing.
Yeah, I know.
I saw Alice and his band Halloween Night at the Roseland Ballroom in New York City in the early 2000s. Man, that is still just such a memorable trip for me. I always associate Alice Cooper with Halloween Night. "1983, Melissa. 1984, Don't Break the Oath." Classic Merciful Fate records. And as far as King Diamond goes, dude, just throw a dart wherever it lands, listen to it. You can't go wrong with any of his stuff. Now, King Diamond, between him and Andy LaRocque, this is essential metal album listening, not only for Halloween, but for all eternity. 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 Love him or hate him, you can't deny that Ghost deserves a spot on this list. They've taken the theatrical horror, blended it with traditional metal and hard rock, and cranked up the Satanism. Definitely a little late on the satanic panic, but that's okay. How can this not get your head to nod for Halloween?
Little sunshine, call me Mephistopheles.
Look, they're not the most original, but they're hella successful. Ghost is a great band for when you're, I don't know, trying to cleanse your palate of bands like Sun. It's good for like, oh, this is nice and refreshing. So we've done a couple of iterations of this episode in the past. Don't go watch them. They're horrible. I gotta say that Horror Show was probably one of the most top commented albums from our fans, so thank you. Despite my seething disdain for John Schaefer, I gotta say that this is as solid as Iced Earth gets outside of Burnt Offerings. I think those are probably my two favorites right there. Tons of awesome riffing, vocals, and homages to some of the greatest monsters in horror. This is a must listen to around this time of year. Here's a couple of my favorite tracks. Between Wolf, Damien, and Dracula, you're going to get your fill of fucking awesome riffs and songs. So around this time of year, you're probably throwing on some John Carpenter movies, so why not throw on one of his music albums? If you haven't heard, take a listen. Yeah, John is a fellow of many, many talents. His music has obviously been in many of his movies. It's so fucking awesome seeing him transition into that working musician life. He's always stuck by his laurels. He's always worked his ass off. I fucking respect the hell out of you, John Carpenter.
Cut!
All right, this traditional metal group from Canada pulls no punches when it comes to infusing goth rock, witchery, in the British heavy metal that so many of us love. If you like Unto Others, which is another band that really deserves a spot on this list, I think Spell and Unto Others really go hand in hand. Check out a clip from their upcoming record. Yeah, this is really good stuff. 2020's Opulent Decay was one of our favorites. They have a couple albums before that too. Cam Mesmer, hell of a guy. This is a really, really exciting album for us. Tragic Magic is out October 28th. Be sure to scope it. How about you? What do you like to listen to? What do you like to watch around Halloween? Leave them down in the comments and we'll check them out. Go with the gods, Forge Mates. The tragic magic will bind you to the earth.